Subscribe for the very latest.
The thing about this song, like we were saying, it caught fire. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Normani. But there is another side of this, which is the actual instrumental part of it, right? And allegedly, a lot of people were saying that Normani's camp is saying it's not a sample of Aaliyah's "One in a Million," right?
I don't believe it.
Not the face wall.
Now, listen. Now, I don't know, because the internet is fake, though. Like it could have been somebody that came up there and said, that it was they represented Normani, and they were saying that it wasn't a sample. But what I did is I went onto Tidal and I looked up the actual the composers and the people who actually produced it. And Timbaland ain't nowhere near on there.
Right.
No Tim Mosley? No Tim Mosley?
No Tim Mosley.
And
no
he definitely gave Normani her props for the song. So
no Missy Elliott on there. Nobody, right? So apparently, on paper, this is not an Aaliyah sample. Okay. On paper. So here's what we're going to do.
Yeah, because we know we can't play the Aaliyah song because the family got everything on lock.
Excuse me?
I'm so tired of them. Like, I am. Like,
listen. We are going to put these two songs side by side.
Okay.
One in a Million versus Wild Style. All right. So listen. Before we even open this up a discussion, right? Before we open this up a discussion.
I bet everybody was just sitting there like, we all really studying.
Yeah, like
trying to catch the bull cat. Okay, wait, where the beat at? Where the beat? Okay.
Before we open this up a discussion, I want to say that a young Timbaland and a young Missy and a young Aaliyah always gives me a good feeling.
Yes.
I love just seeing them together brings me joy. It's very hard for me to watch any Aaliyah, anything. It took me 20 years almost to finally watch anything Aaliyah. But I love seeing it. Can you imagine a 40-year-old Aaliyah right now with gray hair? Wow. Oh my gosh. Whew. Chills, man. But Walt.
Nah, man, don't even ask him nothing. Nah, just
because you know what I'm finna say.
I already know. Go ahead.
Y'all gonna tell me that ain't the same doggone beat. Y'all gonna tell me that beat at least not inspired by that. That's what I'm saying.
I'll give you inspired.
We all know. That's why he said One in a Million, because we all know it's from that song. Timberlake can give her the props all day, and I think the girl deserves her props. I think the song is dope. I think it's a dope sample and everything. But if they really trying to front, like they did not get inspired by that doggone song, you straight up lying. You straight up lying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Jay, are you telling me that this is not a sample of the song, or are you saying that
you know it's storming outside right now?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. When the song first came on, I was like, oh, this is a nice song. And that last part at the end, where the beat just rides and it's no words, and it was like, boom. I was like, oh, baby, you don't know what you do to me. And I was like, oh, did she sample this from Aaliyah? And then, like, all the articles and everything came out. And I was like, dang, it is. I mean, I'm not going to say whether it was a sample or inspiration. I mean, but
I think it's
it is. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen. She did it justice. She did it justice. Even the uncle said she did it justice. Yeah. So if it was an inspiration, I feel like they should just come out and be like, yeah, it was inspired by it, and just own it. Like, and it wasn't like, because like she actually, like, Timbaland, like, posted on his IG story with the song in the backdrop and was like, yo, big ups Normani, this is popping, and Normani reposted it. So
listen, you know, of course he's going to say that. You know why? Because that check is going to look so good in his bank account when he get them lawyers on you. When he get them lawyers on you, he gonna be like, yo, that song is hot. Do another one. Do a remix so I can get double the check. Do everything. I'm
kind of like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm kind of torn when it comes to Aaliyah's family, camp, like all of them, because I feel as though, like, I just released the music already. Like, could you at least put it on Apple Music? It has been so many years. I really don't know the legalities and all of that of music release and masters and everything, but like, I would really love to listen to an Aaliyah album.
Well, you got the other one. You got one of the albums on there. Yeah. You got the R. Kelly produced song.
Like, I'm just like, come on. And then every time something comes up, like, it's like every year they be like, talks of releasing Aaliyah's music.
It's supposed to be out this year.
Right. It was like what's up? Like, what's happening? Like, what is the hold up? Like, what are y'all actually afraid of or trying to keep from happening? Because, like, I understand, I feel like y'all think that keeping the controversy around it is going to keep her legacy alive. Like, but I miss her music, like Hot Like Fire, like those type of songs that was on that 1 in a Million soundtrack. I would really like to listen to that again, and I can't because they won't release it. Like,
man, Tay, Tay is gone. My bad, Tay. I didn't know you felt like that. I'm just saying.
She said her lights just went out because of the storm.
Oh, wow.
We'll be here when you come back.
Yeah, we'll be here when you get back.
Yeah.
So we can go to the super heavyweight producer, man. TRM, man. You know, I would love to get a producer standpoint from this. Like, what do you think?
So we can say that, you know, if she says that she didn't sample it, we could take that. But they replayed that. They replayed those instruments, that sound for that song. It's the same cadence. It's the same. They as much use the same type of instruments or whatever to make the same feeling or whatever. I'll say this. If they don't want to say they sampled it, cool. But the instrumentation was redone for that song. The same exact instrumentation that was done for 1 in a Million. If they got Pharrell and what's his name, Robin Thicke for you know.
Oh yeah,
for Blurred Lines with sounding or like the influence of Marvin Gaye, they can get that for the influence and sound of 1 in a Million for that. That's all I'm saying. And we're speaking in regards to her uncle and everything, and you know, the release of Aaliyah's music. I think that, you know, I feel that it's hurting Aaliyah's, you know, her legacy by them holding her music like that, because like everybody loved Aaliyah, and it's time for, you know, these generations that are coming up right now to know who she was as an artist, her music and everything. Like, her music was, you know, her last albums that she had that came out, 1 in a Million and an Aaliyah album with Rock the Boat. Those were some two classic albums that I really thoroughly enjoyed. And you know what? I got them in my collection, as far as like, because I collected the CDs at the time. So those are definitely in my collection, but she's heavily missed as far as an artist, and I missed having her access to her music like that, you know, especially in the streaming age. I would love to have it into my my playlist. So it's all good. But, yeah.
I have a question though. I just have a question. Can you really sue somebody? For influencing your music?
No.
That's the thing.
It's like it's like with Robin Thicke and Pharrell. They like it sounded so much like those two songs that they end up winning that lawsuit.
Let me tell you something.
the same thing could happen with this. It's like
Yep.
you might not actually sample the actual track, but if you had it to where if the notes and everything in the cadence and the arrangement is the same, yeah, you can sue that because that's you created that. You created that body of work.
It's two things. One, first of all, Normani, listen to me. If they get the same lawyers that Marvin Gaye has, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble, girl.
Don't do
You're in
that.
trouble, girl.
Don't do that, y'all. Please
You're in
don't
trouble,
do
girl.
that.
No, I mean, but you know what? Like, it's like, at least come out and just own up to it. Like, you know what? Either we were heavily inspired by this track, or we listened to this, we got some inspiration for it, and we created our own type of version for it, but we drew from this track. We might not have sampled it, but we drew from that. That's how we came up with what we came up with.
But I'm gonna tell you why she in trouble, Jay. Because you have to understand. First and foremost, I'm gonna tell you a couple of people that you do not sample without permission. Marvin Gaye and Isaac Hayes. You don't touch their music. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you sample an Isaac Hayes song, you know what's gonna happen? It's not your song anymore. It's Isaac Hayes song.
You forgot Sting too.
Sting too. They will take your whole entire song.
Like
we ain't talking about
that Missing You track. That's Sting.
Sting took the whole entire Missing You song.
Puffy ain't getting no royalties off of that.
That's why Missing You
by the remake. Yeah.
Really?
Right.
But they performed it together on the
Yeah, of course they performed together. He was getting the check at the end. Like, yeah, I'm performing. I'm gonna get my check.
Listen, Jay.
Wow.
Listen, Jay. That song is one of the biggest songs ever made.
Wow.
Sting gets 100% of that song.
He said that song is paying his grandkids college.
Dang.
100%. He gets 100% of that song. So that's why I say you're going to be in trouble, because it's better for you to try to negotiate early. Now, if Timbaland, here's the thing, if Timbaland and them are nice, which they are nice people, they might just say, all right, boom, we'll just break it down. We'll just break this up and just give me my cut. Missy get her cut. We done, right? But if they not nice, they could take that whole entire song.
But who would it be up to? Would it be up to her family who owns, or would it be up to Timbaland and Missy who actually produced the track?
It's up to all of them.
Whoever owns the royalties to that track, that means
Right.
Timbaland's in there, Missy's in there, her uncle's in there because of the record label. So whoever owns ownership points and ownership of the royalties for that track, that's up to them to decide. Them and their lawyers, of course.
I forget. I'm sure it's Universal who probably owns that song, probably too, because a lot of them sell off the song. Yeah. To get the royalties, some people sell it and then get it back.
Wait, who owns what song? The Wayne a Million song?
They might, somebody might already own that song. That's not them. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what happened in the background in terms of her music. But I say this, and we can go to our topic. It is very difficult, very, very difficult to copy Timbaland's drums.
Yeah.
On any song that Timbaland does, if you copy them drums on that Normani song is to the T of 1 in a million.
It's the cadence. It's the cadence of it.
It's the cadence, and I still think I hear them little crickets and whatever Timbaland used in the background. I hear them on that song.
Like in Timbaland's song, he used crickets. In Normani's song, they use something else. It's like it's not crickets, but they use some kind of other background noise as a filter, as a filler.
Timbaland used something. It sounds like crickets.
Yeah, and Timbaland used like crickets, because Timbaland.
And I believe it's the same thing they just slowed it down, so you can't really tell what that is in the back.
And it's definitely the tempo is definitely slowed down on the Normani song compared to one in a million one.
Yeah, it's that slowed down. But let me ask, y'all think that's another reason why it's number one?
What?
I think so. I think it's that, and I think the fact that
you mean the controversy or the.
I mean, there's a little bit of that, but I'm saying that when the song first kicked off, the way it kicked off,
it's the beat.
Like
it's that beat.
You hear that, and I bet you all the people who know that song, when they heard that was like, oh.
I bet you that's how Cardi got on there. She's like, oh, yo, they got the Aaliyah beat too. No,
this sound dope. This is new. This is
right. Yeah, they got the Aaliyah song.
Right. She did an excellent job. Everybody said it. Like, she did an excellent job.
Dope. It's dope.
They did a great song, great dope video, all that. But own it. Let it
exactly. Like you own it. Just own it.
Right.
Just own it. That's all you
and listen, if you truly in your heart think that that's not a Aaliyah song, or that you didn't sample it, that's fine. But just understand that song, whether you think you sampled it or not, or you might have been influenced, you're going to have to come to the table, and you're going to have to negotiate. Just start early. Start early. Don't wait. Don't drag this out, because you can't win. You're not going to win this one.
Another example. Yin Yang Twins when they sing Whistle While when they did Whistle While You Twerk. That was the cadence of it was the same cadence as Whistle While You Work for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Disney got theirs. Oh yeah, Disney got theirs. Disney got theirs.
Yo, ain't the same joint happened with Vanilla Ice? And they under pressure.
Whoa, listen. No, Walt is completely right. And he knew he took that song.
No, what's funny is Vanilla Ice's response when they came to him and asked him. He said, "So no, it's not the same song. In the Under Pressure song, it goes doom 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 doom, and in my song goes doom 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 doom."
Flag on the play. Whistle While You Work?
Yep.
You mean from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
You didn't know that? Tell me you did not know that.
What?
Tell me you did not know that. You did not know that?
You just now said it. Like, I've seen Snow White, and I know the Whistle While You Work song. Mm-hmm. But I didn't, the two never correlated in my mind.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Clint, you should add Disney to that list too. You don't sample anything from Disney.
You don't touch nothing from Disney.
They got people just sitting there just listening, just to be listening.
Disney is a bunch of bullies, but I like
Disney is some gangsters.
They're not bullies. They're some
gangsters.
Did you hear that they stole Lion King from like this other, like, I guess or somebody else wrote Lion King.
The White Lion.
It's called like Kimba
and the White Lion or something.
Kimba and the White Lion or something like that. Wow. And they literally took it from the one and create and like create. I thought it was Africa. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't remember. But they like took it from somebody else or whatever, and boom, there you have the Lion King. Wow. And so everybody credits Disney for the Lion King, but in actuality, the Lion King was originally Kimba the White Lion.
Hey, Jazz.
It's off the ain't it off of the Shakespeare play though? Then they Hamilton or something like that. As far as the story of the Lion King,
I think Jazz. No, what Jazz is talking about. I forget. Jazz. I know what Jazz is talking about.
I know what you're talking about too.
It's a story.
All I know,
like a fable. It's a fable.
All I know is this: everything that the light touches is our kingdom.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Lion King is low-key one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm definitely not gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen,
Normani, in Japan, it's from Japan. Yeah.
The difference between you and Disney, they're $1 billion companies. They're just like, a great poet once said, they got their own money.
Y'all, look at, I'm literally, do y'all remember the big thing for the Lion King? Like when they sat on the mountain and when they sat there.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the graphics for Kimba the White Lion. Tell me. Y'all not about to tell me. Y'all. Y'all not about to tell me. And then this was in November 1950, right? So then Lion King, 1994.
Yeah.
Literally, 1994. Like, we not about to sit here and act like.
See, the thing about when you do stuff like that, you take stuff that's familiar to other people. That's what, to Walt's point about why it's number one. You take stuff that's familiar with people, and then it relates to them.
Yeah.
And then you alter the beat. So, for example, like this song is altered into 2021 with the heavy bass. I didn't think you could get any more bass in it than what Timbaland put in there, but they put extra. They put extra bass in that joint to the point where it's going to shake your car. You know what I'm saying? And then you throw Timbaland's drums in there, which are still relevant to this day. So they just took something similar, and they brought together two generations of music. Two generations that can relate to that song. So, but hey, Normani, we love you.
You did that, girl.
You are a boss because you did produce the song too, by the way. You are on the production team for this song. So shout out to you as well. But listen, you in trouble, girl.
Hey,
no, you do your thing, girl.
I'm just saying.
Do your thing, but
Shoot your
Yeah. Right. Do your thing. But yeah, that was good, man. Shout out, like I said, shout out to Normani, man. So we gonna move on